T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Let's get ready to sucker!
Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of sun. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me, yeah. Big time, big time, big time, big time. That's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try and take it from me, from me, from me, from me, from me.
Big time, going on. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Friday edition of the YSN Power Hour. DJ with you. We got Mac, we got Quinn, we got Muntz, we got McNuggies, we got Romo, and we got EB. So, where's that coming from now? Where's it coming from now?
I think it's the same guy.
It is a Friday, which means you know what it is. It's time for picks in a little bit. But first, we get to the national day that it is, National TV Dinner Day. I don't think McNuggies is old enough to have had a TV dinner. There he goes. He's gone. He disappears. So he takes himself out of the qualification for the TV dinner. He's back. All right. McNuggies, have you ever had a TV dinner?
Nope. What is...
Do you even know what it is?
Nope.
All right, let's go around the room. Quinn, well, he's from Canfield. He might not have had a TV dinner growing up.
I'm trying to think of what it was. It was like a little mac and cheese one that I ate.
Stouffer's.
Is that what that
Hungry
was?
Man.
A Stouffer's.
Something like that. I ate those. I was big in Lunchables, though. But those aren't really TV dinners.
He has TV dinners, not Lunchables.
I don't eat TV dinners, Billy. I'm sorry.
Kid Cuisine? That was mine. That was my jam when I was little. Kid Cuisine with a little penguin on top with chicken nuggets. That was the go-to for me.
Blue Box?
It was Blue Box, yeah, absolutely. I remember like the meatloaf was they put meatloaf in there for some reason. My mom thought it was a good idea. That was disgusting. That was. I think there's still like the worst part was. Does anybody remember the plastic? Like you had to have plastic over top, like that cellophane or whatever it is, and then on the bottom it was actual plastic. And you put it in the microwave. You put it in too long, and everything tasted like plastic. So pretty much you're corona proof if you ate a TV dinner at some point as a child. Romo,
Wash it down with the hose water.
I love hose water. Love it. Love it. Romo, do you have TV dinners?
I mean, not really. Like I was gonna say, I think the closest thing that I would have had to that would be like a Lunchable. I mean, they're honestly really overrated. Like they are super overrated.
Lunchables or TV dinners?
Lunchables. I just don't think that they're all that they're as good as advertised.
Is Arnold LeBray Homer going with the Vikes? We
I
will
guess
find out.
I guess you got to watch the whole show to find out.
Donnie Riccatelli wants the Cliffs Notes right now. Right now. And he's going to have to wait just like everybody else. We will find out because Mac will give us, here we go, Valley Football says, no Lunchables slander shall prosper.
I said what I said.
Standing by it. I love Mr. Munson, says Chris Colucci. We got to get Mac back in here. The other Mac. Where is he? There he is. You all right there?
Medium Wi-Fi's bugging.
Yeah, I needed to hop on my personal hotspot to get everybody back on time. My Wi-Fi was really bad.
Okay. EB.
For sure had what was it? I think Paul said it. The Hungry Man's.
Is it Bob Beam behind you?
Yep.
It is.
Yep.
A Beamer sighting.
I don't know. The one that I remember the most is a Salisbury steak. Like,
that's what it was. It wasn't meatloaf. It was Salisbury steak.
Well, that's like the OG of freaking TV dinners. I'm not going to say they're good, but look, man, when you're hungry, it doesn't matter. And I have zero ill will against Lunchables. I'm not sure how I feel about the pizza ones, but the little nachos where you get the salsa and the cheese.
I just got the ham and cheese stuff. Am I missing out on something here? I just remember, like, you could stack them up, right? Cheese and ham and turkey, right?
Yeah, you had like the pizza ones, you had the cheese and ham ones, and then they had like the nachos.
I never had any of that stuff. Ever. First off, McNuggies, is Beamer still up there?
No, he has left the press box on the phone. Now he is walking across the field.
Good play-by-play on that. I appreciate it. If he's up there again, you got to let us know so we can put him on full screen.
Yep, gotcha.
We have some
he's definitely going to be back up here.
Paul, what is your go-to TV dinner?
Yeah, I mean, what I remember was the Salisbury steak one. There was Salisbury steak, and then there was mashed potatoes, and then there was some kind of vegetable, whether it was corn or green beans, I think it might have been. And then there always was, and you had to keep the cellophane on it, there was a little brownie.
Oh, yeah.
And the little brownie was on there, and like, you know, you had to make sure. The terrible thing was you had to make sure you ate the brownie like either halfway through the meal or early, because if you waited till the end, it got hard as a rock, and you had to like dig the thing out of there. So yeah, but I mean, the Salisbury steak was the one I remember, and I had them before there was even like the Hungry Man ones. Like the ones I had were just like one little serving. You know, later on in life, the Hungry Man ones came out, and it was like more to them. So there was like extra potatoes and a double thick piece of Salisbury steak. But no, I mean, yeah, growing up in the late 70s, early 80s, it was like one kind, and that was it. And you threw that sucker in the oven, and there you go.
Late 70s.
He said something out loud.
Oh my gosh.
Out loud.
He did. You went there, Paul. Late 70s.
Quinn's making fun of you. Wasn't me.
Yeah, I was born in 1977. So you know what?
I'm just saying, Quinn's making fun of you. Wasn't me. I didn't do it. I would never do that.
I don't care. He's old enough to be my kid. I'll smack him.
Father, like,
Money Munson, you're looking good. Wouldn't mind having a Lunchable with you, says Lally Van 77.
Yep, we got some players watching tonight.
Love it. Oh, Russell's back. Here comes Radar. This is Radar. In a few hours, I'll be working the statistician's role for the South Range vs. Struthers game. Remember the last time South Range and Struthers played in Struthers in 2019? Struthers won the game. I feel an upset special coming. Final score prediction from Radar: Struthers 40, South Range 34.
Wow.
He's not even on the radar.
Has South Range even given up 40 points all year?
No.
Okay.
3 touchdowns a game has been it.
Unbelievable. Struthers lost that game 49-42.
Well, hot take.
We're going to get some Facebook fact-checking coming on.
Yeah. I think, matter of fact, this is the 3rd year they've been in the NE8, and they've only lost 1 game, and it was to Poland. So there you go.
You called that game, Paul. I remember listening to that game. I think I was at Ursuline that night when these teams were going back and forth. I mean, that was like ping pong.
Yeah, that was a game. I did it with Rob.
Yep.
And that was it was a good game.
We got to get Rob back in the booth. We got to.
He wants back in the booth really bad. He's been begging.
Let's get him back in.
Bye.
Rob, you have my blessing. Welcome back.
We'll put him with Eric starting next week.
Radar needs to stop eating Lunchables. Oh boy! All right, let's get to our Baird Brothers Would You Rather for today. It's would you rather be the absolute best at something that nobody takes seriously, or be average at something that is well respected? So again, absolute best at something that nobody takes seriously, or average at something that's well respected. EB, start us off.
Absolute best, always. I mean, just because it's not well respected doesn't mean that it's not very important. So, I mean, you could take I think a great example would be coaching. It's not, I don't think, very well respected by most because it's more of a calling. It's not, something that everyone or anyone can do. So I rather be the best at something than average. Never settle for average.
ROMO.
Definitely got to be the best at something, because people may say they don't care about it, but there's always going to be someone that's going to try to take you down at what you're good at. And if you're the best, then they're never going to do that. So you're always going to get that moral victory inside and outside.
All right. McNuggies?
Yeah, I'm going to be the best at something that isn't respected, because, I mean, like Romo said, there's still going to be people that are trying to take you down, that are trying to knock you off that pedestal, off that mountain that you have climbed up on top of. So I'll take the best at something that isn't well respected.
Paulie?
100%. Make it a sweep.
No, we haven't swept it yet. We still got to go through one guy who likes to go the other side.
Somebody wants to be average. Go ahead and be average.
They're first off, there ain't nothing that I'm averaging. All right, not a damn thing. Okay, so this question's easy.
Look at Coach dropping by the way.
The best.
Hey, people want to see our picks, man.
Can we just all right, Quinn, quickly?
Yeah, the best.
I'm the best.
You're the best.
You're the best
around. No one's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best.
Speaking of, before we get to the picks, I do want to drop a little congratulatory adieu, if you will, to Sophia Foster, who just recently, the other night, broke the ace record for the East Palestine volleyball program. Had 18 aces in one game. That is impressive, and I think she had 31 points to boot. So that was a impressive nonetheless. Yeah, see? Coach is waiting for these picks. Is what I know. I just have this feeling he's going to get a clean sweep across the board with his.
Dude, forget that. I want his pregame speech.
Yeah.
I'm ready to roll.
Get Coach on here for a pregame speech. Or have somebody tape your pregame speech, and we'll put it on YSN. That's even better. All right, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Paul, I pulled this up. You ready to go? We're starting right at the top, right?
Right at the top.
Are we picking all the games?
Everyone but the purple one.
All right. Starting with Ashtabula St. John at Wyndham. Paul, you will have this. We'll give you the floor.
Oh, this is the Bombers. Ashtabula St. John, unfortunately, is one of those teams that everybody wants to put on their schedule so they can get a win. So even though Wyndham's going to have some guys out for a little bit, they've had some guys that didn't, show up to practice and stuff earlier in the week, so they have to sit out for a little bit. So I think they're going to be missing like 3 or 4 of their starters. Bombers are going to take care of this one, so it's Wyndham.
All right, Billy.
I think for the exact same reason what you just said, I'm going to go ahead and pick St. John's. It's not like the Wyndham Bombers have 80 players sitting on the sidelines. They got about 17. So 3 or 4 players is a big deal to them.
I smell loser.
Yeah.
I smell loser on this one. Quinn.
Wyndham.
I'm taking Wyndham as well. McNuggies.
Wyndham.
Romo.
St. John failed me last time, so I'm going to go Wyndham.
Fucking Sebring.
It made me eat my words in week 1, so I don't have any trust in them now. I'm going to go Wyndham.
The EV.
Look, I was with B-Mac all night last night with his fandom for the Cowboys, but this one, I don't know. Well, whatever you were smoking last night, keep it going, bud, because it's Wyndham. These guys only sit out for a quarter or a half, not the whole game.
My
Bombers.
guy was shaking up the Facebook world last night with the Cowboy talk.
I loved it.
Billy, sound off. Let's go. That's how confident he is.
That's
in that
exactly
pick.
how confident he is. All right, Canfield at New Philly. Richie and Gary Niddle will have the coverage of this one, taking the trip to New Philly. A lot of questions about this one from YS Nation. So, yes, we will have the game. Yes, it begins at 7 o'clock. And don't you worry, I think Canfield has you covered because Canfield is going to not only get things back on track, but get things rolling again in Cardinal Nation. Give me the Cardinals over New Philly. Quinn.
It's going to hurt me to say this, but New Philly.
Wow.
Your butler just quit.
It's okay. I'll hire Jeff.
Canfield.
Oh, now I want to change my pick. Paul, go ahead.
So Jamie took Canfield, Jeff took Canfield, Anthony took Canfield. I'm going to take Canfield. I actually talked to somebody down there at New Philly, and they're worried about Canfield's defense being able to stop them. So, and like I said, that was a clean sweep in the Wyndham game. Just that's why we made Billy do that because everybody else took Wyndham.
People make fun of Billy's howl already. That'll be trending here shortly. McNuggies.
Defense wins championships. Give me Canfield.
All right,
Who doesn't win a game?
It's going to win this game.
Romo,
Like it, Mick.
I got New Philly.
Ooh, all right. EB.
Quakers is the only good thing about New Philly. Give me Canfield.
All right. So no. Paul, do you have the other takes as well, or no?
Yeah, I mean everybody else took Canfield.
Okay. Very good. All right, Champion at Newton Falls. The school will be covering for us, and you can check it out live, ysnlive.com tonight, 7 o'clock. Champion at Newton Falls. EB, who do you have?
That's a tough one. Give me Newton Falls.
Yeah. Bring your money in, Chris. That's what you need to do. Then you get your hat.
Oh, me.
The South Range Mafia coming at you.
That's right.
All right, Romo, who do you have? Champion Newton Falls.
I'll go with Newton Falls.
Okay. Nugs?
I'll go Champion.
Okay. Paul?
So Jamie took Champion, Jeff took Newton Falls, and Anthony took Champion. Man. I'm going to go with Champion as well.
Duffel.
He picked Newton Falls.
Big.
Is that a first?
Not close tonight. It's not close.
Is that a first, though?
This could be 3 scores.
I think
He's not going to answer the question.
That's a first here.
No, I think I picked Newton Falls last week. Over Ridge. I think I did last week. And they
I
lost.
don't think so.
Nah.
I don't recall it, but I don't think so. Because we would have made a big deal about it.
Oh, let's see here. I'll tell you right now. Week 3, who did Newton Falls play?
Ridge.
Ridge.
Played Ridge. I'll tell you who Billy picked.
He's got a spreadsheet, everybody.
That's right.
Obviously, still can't work a spreadsheet, though.
Billy took Newton Falls last week
All right, I stand corrected. Well,
and lost with him against Middle Ridge.
Well, there it is. You gonna stay with them?
I need to start picking them all the time.
You look like you have a headband on.
You're picking them to lose.
Am I?
Yeah, he's picking them so they lose. Quinn's up.
My up. Newton Falls.
I'll take Newton Falls as well. All right. Here you go, Coach. Coach Emil. It is Cheney at St. Charles. Giddy up. Ride 'em Cowboys. Give me Cheney. Quinn? Scotty.
The mic's muted.
Yeah, he's talking.
Unmute me.
I'm asking a question.
My God. Cheney.
Training.
Why so soft?
I don't know anything about St. Charles.
Okay.
Jamie, Anthony, and Jeff all took Cheney. This is a hike for these guys traveling down to St. Charles. So I think they might be a little shaky in the first quarter or so, but the Cowboys pull this one off.
You have a question down here, Mr. Munson.
Yeah, $4.50 because he's got Michael hasn't spent anything yet. He hasn't even walked in this room yet. I thought that was Colucci. Colucci spent $4.50 so far.
Bacon wieners for all the baseball boys that keep annoying Mr. Munson, says your wife. That is.
There you go.
Don't want to make Mr. Munson mad. Don't want him to start handing out detentions on a Friday.
And actually, only one of those guys. I mean, Colucci doesn't play baseball, but Lally does. So.
I'll give YSN this. We hand out more wieners than anybody in sports. That a boy, Coach. Go get him. Make us all look good. Nuggies, who do you got?
I'll take Cheney.
Don't be a scumbag, Romo.
No, I'm going with Cheney. I mean, St. Charles lost their first game 42-0. Lost their second game by 28. Only won their third game 14-9. So Cheney offense is going to roll.
EB?
Look, man, I don't care how far freaking Cheney has to travel, because when you have someone who can motivate you like Coach Emil, take them 18 hours, and I'm still going to take Cheney. They're going to be ready to roll. Give me the Cowboys.
That's a sweep.
Sweep. All right, here's an interesting one, guys, because Crestview, they've had some tough times. I mean, you just look at it. They've been a second-half team, and they're going up. They're at home, right? They're playing on their turf. Camel coming to town. I haven't been able to get a read on Camel. I mean, they beat up on Palestine pretty good, but is Crestview going to show up in the first half this week, or are they going to wait till the second half to pull out some heroics? I'm going to bet on Crestview. Here. So I'll take the Rollin' Rebels against Camel. Quinn.
Crestview.
The Rebels.
Yeah, so far everybody's taking Crestview. If this was a Camel, I might go the other way, but I mean, Crestview being at home, I think they defend the home turf well. So,
Crestview at home, I think that they find their footing in this game. First quarter to fourth quarter dominance.
Romo's got that look on his face.
No, I'm going with Crestview. I thought McNuggies was just going to say the same thing Paul said, so I was starting to giggle a little bit. But no, I'm going Crestview.
EB?
Yeah, I mean, Crestview has some growing pains right now, and some of these kids they need to learn how to win, but Q naturally gets that out of the kids, and they just need to put 4 quarters together. Give me the Rebels.
All right. Is that sweep again?
Sure is.
Get that broom, boys.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't have Ty's picks, but I can't see Ty going against any of these other ones.
I don't know. He made some weird picks today.
Would you speak into the microphone, please?
He made some weird picks today.
There it is. Thank you. East Liverpool Beaver Local. We were there last night. Man, they got me jumping on that train, I think. You'll get my pick in a minute. EB, you start.
Tough one. I mean, I always throw out the records when it comes to a rivalry, but I just feel Liverpool's a little more battle tested. Give me the Potters.
Romo?
Can you go to McNuggies first? I want to hear his.
Sure. McNuggies, break it down.
You want the full breakdown, Romo?
I do.
All right,
Give him the floor.
all right, here I'll stop hiding from the end. So, game is here at Beaver Local, first time in a couple years, first time on the new turf. Beaver Local is hosting East Liverpool. This place is going to be packed and loud. Actually, Principal Mr. Jim Ricardo told everybody it's an extreme red and white out. Everybody be here, be loud. This place is going to be rocking. Beaver Local, even though they're missing their best player on offense and Caleb White, arguably, they have no shortage of skill position players. I mentioned this yesterday. Caden Foster, wide receiver. You got Blake Lucas and Joe Mont. They'll be running the ball. Austin Klein's been a great sophomore quarterback for the Beavers this season, slinging the rock all across the field. Defensively, that defensive line, that's what they banked on defensively, and they're going to need that to step up big time against East Liverpool's great offensive line led by Mason Ludwig and their great run game. Devin Tufin, we suppose he's playing running back, but even Liverpool could pull out some stops, some trick plays, some wildcat formations. So it's going to be a fun game to watch. I think that this comes down to a battle in the trenches, which defensive line handles the oppositions better in this. That's what this game's going to be, one in the trenches. So I think you know my pick. I'm going Beaver Local.
Oh, I thought after all that you were going to swerve us. That would have been the hardest swerve ever. And he's
if I picked East Liverpool, I wouldn't be able to go to school on Monday. I probably wouldn't even be able to walk into my house on tonight.
That's a good call, young man, especially with your dad. My goodness. He's the intimidator. Romo, was that good enough for you?
Yeah, I'll take East Liverpool in this one.
Oh, my gosh.
That's tough.
Romo, I told you the air up here is different, man. The air up here is different.
That was the biggest Billy Mack move of all time.
Yes, it was.
Wow. McNuggies, we just got bamboozled. All right, Paul, what do you have?
It's an extra game.
Jamie took Beaver Local, Anthony took Beaver Local, and Jeff took East Liverpool. And as Mikey was talking there, I'm looking up. I mean, both teams are coming into this game 1-2, and I mean, neither one of them really had an impressive win against the teams that they beat were 0-3, and they beat the snot out of them. Both of them did. So, just looking though, I'm going to lean towards Beaver Local because they put up some points against Salem, and they put some points up against Indian Valley, and both those teams are undefeated. And I mean, East Liverpool got waxed by West Branch that first week. So, yeah, I like the Beavers in this one.
All right. Oh, by the way, the Beavers lead this series 22-21. So East Liverpool could tie this up tonight, or the Beavers could separate the two teams. Mr. McCartney.
Well, I think you're going to tie it up. East Liverpool is going to win this football game.
All right. Quinn?
I'm just genuinely afraid of Michael's dad, so I'm going Beaver Local.
I don't get that.
You don't get what?
Mike, he's
you're intimidated by him.
Figure. I'm terrified of him.
Why are you terrified of him?
Because he can kick my ass.
Oh, he's 50.
Doesn't matter. Your dad he's a force. Like, he turned around and all three of us that were standing over by the tent started walking away. He was a good 50 yards away. We're terrified.
He yelled during practice, and we all looked at him.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got it. We were about to run wind sprints. I'm taking Beaver Local solely because the tide turned yesterday for me talking to Coach McKenzie. I mean, that guy would lead you, and he would say, go run through that brick wall. And if it wasn't because of his inspiring words, it's because you would be afraid that he would throw you through it if you said no. So I'm going with it. Beaver
There's
Local.
a theme. Quinn, you notice the theme with DJ? Like, when we go primetime to places, we got to start bringing both coaches there. Because, like, he always goes to the team that's home at primetime.
Imagine that.
We got to bring both coaches there.
Imagine that. I went with JFK last week, though.
Oh, you did. I take that back. You did go with JFK, yeah.
All right, so now we're even, man. You picked Newton Falls last week, and I picked JFK. So
Fair
we're
point.
done doing each other dirty. Here we go. It is Palestine at Latonia. This is the EOAC game of the week. It was United. It was United versus Valley, and now it's Palestine versus Latonia. And I'm not kidding. I saw it on Facebook this morning. It is the game of the week. What's everybody laughing about? Give me the Bulldogs.
I told you it was a game
I'm
of the
not
week
laughing.
yesterday, man. But
Hey, I'm not laughing about the game. I'm laughing about it. Paul, like, he is dying up there.
He's thinking about chocolate milk right now. That's all he's thinking about.
No, there's going to be some chocolate milk flowing in that stadium tonight. Jeez, man. The game of the week.
It is. I swear to you, I saw it on Facebook. Check it out. Check it out. Quinn, go ahead.
Give me Latonia.
Man, like Latonia's first game of the year, like they haven't even played a football game.
I don't care.
I didn't think they practiced on that field.
And it's almost like, hey, why would you pick East Palestine? Like, I don't remember the last time they won a football game.
St. John's.
neither do they.
It didn't happen last year.
I don't think
Last year on a Saturday morning at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
so. Like by default, I'm gonna have to go pick East Palestine.
Let's go, Billy!
I can't pick a team that hasn't played a football game this year. Are you kidding me?
Well, Jamie did. Jeff did. Anthony took East Palestine. I was talking to
Boy, Ant.
a reliable source today, and he said they're going to be fired up and ready to go, and a team playing their first game out the gate. He doesn't give much confidence there. I do, though. Letonia's winning this game.
Scumbag right there. Just remember that, Tony. Just remember who had your back.
Trust me, he's the one that told me to pick against them week 1. Osmelber, better than us. Better than us.
That's false. He would never do such a thing. He would never do such a thing.
No, he wouldn't say that.
McNuggies.
Billy, you can pick football teams that haven't won a game, even if it's 4 weeks into the season, or played a game, for a matter of fact. Latonia.
I'm really starting to. You might have me pick East Liverpool McNuggies with little quotes like that.
It's tough too.
I'll take
It's
Latonia.
another game. Hey, it's another game in the standings for me.
All right, just for that, I'm spinning back. Give me East Liverpool.
There we go.
Show's not over yet. That's official.
All right, hold on. Let me go back here. Put an E there. East Liverpool.
That's on you,
All right.
McNuggies. That's on you.
Okay.
That's on
Eric's up.
Yep.
This truly is a game of the week in this league, which I don't even know, man. I mean, look, it's hard for me to go against Big H. Give me the Bears.
All right.
Billy, we're taking the dubs on that one.
No doubt in my mind.
Anthony picked with you too.
Hey, Anthony got
Gaining
one
ground
too.
and everybody.
There's a little doubt in my mind. There's a little bit, but go Bulldogs. Ellett versus East. East at home. Jason Ray and Kyle have this game. I'm going East. I don't like Ellett.
Sure. East.
I have no idea about either one of these.
Just say East.
Sure.
I now offended my partner in crime, Chris Sigler, who is a Beaver local guy.
Anthony took East. Jeff took East. Jamie took Ellett. Again, this is one of these games I have no clue about Ellett, and East is local. So, I mean, what the heck? They're at home. They're fired up. I know they're going to honor the baseball team for winning the most games in school history tonight. So, yeah, maybe they'll be fired up and get the baseball or the football team fired up to win some games. So, let's go East.
Nugs.
I don't know anything about Ellett, so I'll take East.
What game was that? Was that East against Cheney at Eastwood Field that was like
Oh,
35,000 innings long?
The baseball
Like,
game?
they just
Yeah.
called it.
Yep.
Hey, who
I was
called
there.
that game?
I will never forget that
11:45 at
night
night.
in the chat.
Paul had the bullpen phone. Like Jason Ray's calling Paul for the
He
changes.
was. He's calling me up there in the press. Hey, we're going to try to finish this. They played 5 innings, everybody. They played till 11:45 at night. 5 innings. They continued that game a couple weeks later.
That's a night right there that I'll never forget in the chat. That was one of the greatest. I'll take East tonight. Ellett's only scored 13 points this year. They've given up 139, so I'll take East.
Didn't they just play somebody
Oh my
one of our schools last week?
I feel like they played Girard last week and lost 35-0.
That's who it was.
Yeah, they got smacked. I don't know what the score was though.
A lot to it.
I'm gonna guess 35-0. Quinn, what do you think?
Sure, I don't care.
Maybe it was just mentioned.
Quinn's just waiting for that YSU game tomorrow. He's repping right now.
Hell yeah.
EB.
No brainer. Give me East.
Once he came home from the game, it was a new day.
Yeah.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. Firestone at Salem. Matt and Jared have the call. EB, you want to start us off? I'm guessing you're not picking up Firestone.
Jamie's the only one that took Elliott, by the way, too. Tell your partner he's taking an L on this one. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, gorgeous night for football. It's senior night for Salem. Look, it's another Akron City school, and they're just not very strong. All the talent over there either goes to Hoban or St. V. It's Jackson Johnson, Blaze X-Line. Here comes another 300 yards and 55 points. Salem all day.
What's the over-under on Double J touchdowns tonight?
3.
3?
I go 4.
I was going to say
Let's say 6.
6? So the average there is 5. We'll go 5?
Fair enough.
All right.
Over.
You're going over 5?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Total touchdowns or through the air?
Total.
Whatever he's got. Double J.
I'd go over.
Okay. What about you, Romo?
I'll take Salem.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody's gonna take Salem, right? Is there anybody taking Firestone?
Nope.
Is Quinn taking Firestone? Is he gonna have to pull a swerve on us here?
No.
No, that's a sweep.
All right. Anybody think that Double J is gonna go under 5? I don't think so either. I think my guy's gonna have a big night, and he's not even a senior. How about that? All right, Billy, you want to talk about this one? LeBray at Garfield.
This one's going to be a good one. Just two teams that just want to run the football basically down your throat. One team will spread it out. The other one runs they kind of line up like a wing tee, but they don't really run a wing tee. It's just like kind of the formation. It's a lot of ISO, a lot of power stuff, 2-on-1 up front. And they got some big boys. Garrettsville, they got some big boys up front. They like to get physical and get after it. And it's going to be which team can maybe force a turnover at some point. But with the ball really never going into the air, you're going to have to get a strip fumble. But this should be a juggernaut game. It's going to be a lot of carries. It could be a shootout though, like not in the sense of like the ball leaving the air, but I mean, these are two electric offenses, and they just run the ball down the field. Both LeBray has scored over 40 points in every single game so far this year. So, yes, Garrettsville's good. Yes, they kind of defensively they put it to JFK, but for me, 40 points is still a big deal. I see the first team to 30 here, and I think LeBray has a chance to do that. I think their offense is just a little bit better.
You're taking them?
Yeah, LeBray.
All right. There's your red carpet, boys. Quite literally. Quinn?
LeBray.
Paul?
I'm taking LeBray. Jamie took Garfield, and so did Anthony, and Jeff took LeBray.
This is a tough game to pick. I'm going to go Garfield.
Ro?
I'll take LeBray.
EB?
Yeah, this is a coin flip game. But Billy sold me, so I'm going to go LeBray.
Yeah, Billy sold me too, because I've been Garfield all week. First team to 30.
Like you almost got to look at who, if you have to be put in a position to throw the football, one team has 20 attempts, the other one has 65.
I see that, and here's my only argument, is if Garfield can control the clock and they're at home, then they have the upper hand. I mean, it's the same as when, the Colts would play against the Patriots. They wouldn't let Tom Brady on the field. They would just methodically go downfield on the Patriots, and they wouldn't let Tom Brady. I think this is the same spot.
Look at last night. Cowboys gave Tom too much time, and he scored a touchdown on him.
I want to pick LeBray.
No, he kicked a field goal.
I want to pick LeBray, but I
How'd
think
they
that
get down there,
Coach
Nuggies,
Mosier-
smart ass.
I think Coach Mosier has a game plan for this, and it's a big one, and it's keep LeBray off the offensive side of the football. I think it's going to be a 28-21 game, and I think Garfield wins.
All right.
And Donnie Riccatelli called the G-Men 10-0. That's
One of these
his
two
show.
teams is going undefeated after tonight. Whoever wins is going to go undefeated.
I think you're right. And the other team goes 9-1.
No doubt. Yeah. I mean, either way, I think I don't know if it hurts either team. Whoever loses tonight is not going to be like, oh, that's crushing. They're not going to. I mean, at the end of the day, Garrettsville's got a tough challenge in the playoffs, more so than LeBray does.
I almost asked if this was really Jeff Bezos, and then I realized that he misspelled G-Men. So it's 100% authentic. There's no blue check mark, but that is Jeff Bezos, 100%.
I would be surprised at that score. That would surprise me.
That would surprise me too. There it is.
I mean, doable, but that's I would be surprised if that happened.
Let's go Howland at Boardman. I like Boardman, and I like Terrence Thomas coming back. I think they're going to obviously kind of have him on a snap count. But Boardman, we talked about it a few weeks ago. They're not healthy yet, and they're still running like crazy. So the rich get richer. Boardman gets a win tonight.
I really want to be excited about Howland, but so far there's just nothing that gets me excited about them besides the fact that they're a Tiger. I mean, that's cool and all, but yeah, Boardman. Quinn and I both have Boardman.
Months?
So far, everybody's taking Boardman.
McNuggies.
Put me on the Boardman train.
Boardman.
Yeah, Howland can't score at all. And for Boardman, last week kind of like gave me a lot more confidence in them because they were right there in that game. So Spartans all day.
Low-key game of the night. Jefferson and Girard. People are going to snicker. People, not as much as they did apparently at East Palestine versus Latonia. But Jefferson at Girard, I mean, these are two good teams in the NE8. And Jefferson out to prove some stuff this year. I'm really impressed with the way that they're looking. This is a tough game to call. EB, why don't you start with it?
Man, I don't know, dude. Like I've been all about Jefferson this year just because they've grown. They've grown into a team, and each week they learn to win a little bit more. And I just feel like they have a lot of good momentum, and they're 3-0. So give me Jefferson.
Falcons 1 pick. Romo.
I'm going to go with Jefferson as well. I mean, I don't remember the last time they were 3-0 in football, so they're just going to keep riding that tide.
Nugs?
I'm going to take Jefferson. Take Jefferson.
Months?
I like Jefferson here too. So does Jeff. So does Anthony. So does Jamie. And this is a team I said, last year they were a bunch of young kids on that team learning how to play, and they've come through. I mean, I see Valley Football says Girard by a lot. Jefferson's played no one. Well, I mean, Jefferson's learning how to play, and then they're going to get it. They're going to get it done.
Mac?
I mean, yeah, Valley Football is right. Jefferson hasn't played a soul. I'm taking Girard here. They're consistent winner. They know how to win football games. Their coach has been involved in big games. To me, this is a no-brainer. If Jefferson wins this game, it wouldn't necessarily super surprise me, but they got to prove it to me, and they got to beat a team that means something. And right now, Girard's a little bit better than Jefferson.
Do you just want to be on the Girard scoreboard, like the Jumbotron, so they can just run that over and over like LeBray did last year?
Oh, I'm picking Girard.
Oh, Jefferson. I'm sorry, Jefferson. Is that who you want?
Yeah, tonight I'm not picking anything Falcons. So
you just went like spit all over it, dude.
Nobody's cropping a picture or a video of me saying Falcons anything. Okay.
Just said it twice. All right, Quinn.
Give me Girard.
I'm taking Girard too. I don't know why. I'm a believer in Jefferson. I love what they're doing down there, but Girard, I still have a hard time picking against them. It doesn't matter who it is. I still second guess myself whenever Girard's in the conversation. Doesn't matter what the record is. Are we picking Liberty at Rootstown?
Yeah.
Okay. Liberty.
Who they playing?
Rootstown.
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 We got some good company men on this show.
They play good football. They just play solid football.
How is it that Rootstown has been picked twice now? If they play such good football, how is it they don't have a schedule? Like, this is the second time they've picked up a game in our area.
Not their fault. Not their fault.
Paul?
They just didn't run the network, though, by the way.
Yeah, they beat Field, they beat Champion, and then they lost to Crestwood. So, Jamie picked Rootstown. Jeff took Liberty. Anthony took Liberty. I'm going to go with Rootstown here, too.
Nugs.
I'm going to go Rootstown.
Rootstown.
Yep, going Rootstown and the Rovers.
Then you get those 2 checks. Yes.
Where's that coming from?
Checkmate.
Oh.
On both of them?
DJ, who do you got? Liberty? Company man?
Yeah, I said Liberty first. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Lisbon at Southern. Rick Daly will have the call for us. Company man says Lisbon.
I didn't get any questions.
Is that me?
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I can't.
No, I'm telling you. Too.
Okay. Lisbon.
How else do you get on
By a lot.
We have a call.
A lot, Paul.
YSN, you're on the air.
Hello. Please pick BQ. Our record side.
That was fun. What's that?
That's the one that you call for like your warrant.
That was fun.
Can we get back on track?
Wait, Mac, I want to hear that voice again.
Oh, voice.
Why is that?
You're on the air.
Why is that you're on the air? Paul, I want a cracker.
I had to say it loud enough so it would pick up on both.
All right, who's up?
Billy.
I'm gonna go Southern.
Oh,
Non-YSN school. You did this last year, Billy.
I know it. It really. I hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta throw up. But yeah, stay pick.
Paul.
All right. Jamie took Southern. Jeff took Southern. Anthony took Southern.
Anthony took Southern.
Anthony took Southern. Hopping on the Southern train. I'll take him as well. They're at home.
I got to take Southern.
I'm jumping on that wagon as well.
The level of disrespect right now, Quinn, is beyond control. He can't hear me because he doesn't put earphones on.
EB?
I'm gonna keep up the disrespect. Give me Southern.
Bastards. It would all change for me if Southern would just join YSN. Come to us.
Join the party, man.
It's here. It's here. This embrace is waiting for you, Southern. We do not dislike you, but I cannot.
Apparently, I was like your number one fan last year. I think I picked you to win like 9 times.
What? They're not a YSN school.
That was the best conversation ever.
On air.
Yeah, what week was that? I want to go back and see that.
I think it was week
It was
9.
like, yeah, it's like week 8 or week 9 where Billy figured out Southern is not a YSN school.
We were in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they were like on the board back here or something. I'm like, oh, they're on here.
There's a bunch of those teams that are
like,
were
what?
99 percenters and are not on YSN. Canton South's on there, like the EBC's on there, and the only 2 teams we have are Salem and West Branch.
West Branch,
which is who we're picking right now.
Well, we're picking West Branch, yeah.
What a good segue.
Marlington at West Branch. I don't think that the U.S. Marshals could stop West Branch right now. Give me the Warriors. Michael has the game, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Who do they? Well, it doesn't even matter. West Branch, sure. Why not?
Yeah, same.
Just can't wait to play somebody.
Yeah, right now this is a West Branch sweep.
West Branch.
Did you just put up the West Side symbol? Was it?
I think he's
What
safe
state?
down in Beaver Local.
I'll take Westbury.
Who is that in the background, by the way? Is that Paul or is that Romo?
It's not me. I'm the only one.
It's probably me. The girls are back there on their tablets, so
If you bring my pen here.
I
There you
know
go.
I'm out picking up checks and stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute.
yeah, they're playing some game. I don't know.
Like,
EB, is it a sweep?
Yeah, I think Marlington gives them a little bit better game because they have a pretty good quarterback, Evanek, and he didn't play last year because I think he broke his leg. But dude, West Branch is just a whole different level right now.
if I'm not mistaken, the quarterback is Amo's cousin or something. It's related to Amo somehow.
Is that Evanek?
I believe so.
Yeah, who hasn't even
Yeah,
mentioned?
it
He
is.
hasn't even said anything on the show today. So like, whatever, Amo.
I think he's out. I think he's out of pocket because he wasn't doing a game tonight, correct?
Doesn't mean you can't watch our show.
I
Comment.
think they're out of town.
Phones don't work. They work everywhere.
That's not true because our next game is Matthews at Edison.
Never mind. We found a loophole.
We know shit don't work down there sometimes.
Oh, I know it don't work. Down there.
that way.
Had to do a game there last year. No internet. Bring the bus.
EB, who you got, Matthews or Edison?
Look, man, phones don't work in Edison, and Edison don't work in Edison. Give me Matthews.
God,
Wow.
that was cold. Damn. It was icy frozen. Let's go, Romo.
Who did the last person take? Who'd you take, EB?
Not Edison.
Not Edison.
I don't know anything about either school really.
Matthews beat Sebring, so if you want to...
Yeah, I watched a lot of film about that.
Matthews. No, I'll take Matthews in this one. I mean, because I remember last year Edison wasn't that good, and I don't think they went crazy this year, so I'll take Matthews.
Nugs?
Yeah, give me Matthews.
A former Edison kid says Matthews.
Yeah.
All right, Paul.
Jamie took Matthews. Jeff took Edison. Anthony took Edison. I would love to take Edison here because this is a hike for Matthews. That's a long travel from Matthews all the way down there to Edison. And Edison's down there, and it's a hike, but I just can't see Edison playing good football right now. So I'm going to take the Mustangs.
I just have a question. Has Edison won a football game this year?
I thought they did.
Anybody know?
Yeah, they beat Steubenville Central Catholic, I
Cool.
think.
I'll take Edison.
Company guy right there. Company move.
Matthews.
Edison. And you guys need to stop crapping on Edison, too, by the way. Like, you can pick against them. That's fine. Just don't go so... Well, what was your move there, Paul? What was the... Edison's just not playing good football. Come on, man.
If they didn't win a game, I was going to pick against them. But since I know that they,
I thought you were just going to do the jerk move. I'm not going to lie to you. Has Edison won a game? Doesn't
No
matter.
faith in
They're not
Matt.
winning this one.
Edison's won 2 games.
double stamp my win, double stamp my Edison victory.
Anybody want to change it now?
Double stamp.
They beat Central Catholic, and then they beat Catholic Central,
Take
and then
that.
they lost to Southern.
Why does that sound like the same?
What was the score of the Southern game?
There's probably a Catholic
34-21.
Matthews, so they're good. They're gonna win.
Give me Edison.
Yeah, boy!
Give me Edison.
Let's go! Let's go! Jump on the Wildcat train. Let's
You know
go.
what? Looking at this now, Matthews is 2-0. They beat Catholic Central 6-0, and then they beat Sebring. So Edison's put up some points. So you know what? I'm going to change my pick as well.
Yeah!
Anything to say, EB and McNuggies?
Nope.
Quinn,
I
you
do.
still like Matthews?
I do have something to say, Romo. It's called "Give Me Edison."
Yeah!
Oh yeah.
Quinn, you jumping on board?
Quinn and Mike, you got a chance. You gonna switch?
No, I'm not,
we can't.
really do all this stuff. I'm not switching.
Thank you.
Go Mustangs.
I did not want to have to do that.
No. Go Mustangs.
Well, thank you guys for jumping back. I appreciate it. Edison
I was already
appreciates you. And thank you for your confidence, William.
Appreciate it. Here for you.
McDonald at Ridge. Alec and Matt have this game. It's going to be an exciting game. Two
Rivalry
good
game.
announcers to have. I think all the MVAC games are rivalry games.
Well, this is a true rivalry.
Not
McDonald
just a
Ridge.
trophy game, right?
No, this is good. This is like their school rivalry.
I'll take Ridge. Please and thank you.
Same. Ridge.
Yeah, same.
Sweeping it so far.
Put me on board, Ridge.
I'll take Ridge. McDonald, looking forward to next week. First game on turf against Springfield, so I'm going to have to go with Ridge in this one.
Yep, give me Ridge.
Sigler, we're going to fight when you come in.
No, I like Sigler.
We're fighting.
Sweep it.
That is a sweep.
Niles at Lakeview. Britt Taylor has the coverage of this one. I think this is going to be a dandy, boys. I think all the games in the NE8 tonight are going to be dandies. I like Niles in this game. They just keep overcoming. Red Dragons on the road, I'll take them.
Niles. Two Niles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff took Niles. Jamie took Niles. Anthony took Lakeview. I just don't. They lost a lot. Yeah, they lost a lot. So Niles is still. I think they're a better team. So I like Niles.
I want to pick Lakeview, but I can't. I got to go Niles.
I'll take Niles in this one.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Niles' schedule, it gets brutal after this. So dubs might become few and far between. Give me Niles.
Sweep minus Anthony, correct? We got a lone wolf?
Yep, Anthony's a lone wolf.
I don't know where he went.
He's back here.
Ask him if he'll do the howl.
Do the how. You're by yourself.
North Canton Hoover at Louisville. Rob and Ben have the coverage, and there might be a little Robbie Rob sprinkled in as well. Let's go Louisville. I'm taking Louisville because it's a must-win for Louisville. And I think the Leps show up, and I think they win 35-10.
Wow.
Really? North Canton Hoover.
Yeah, North Canton Hoover.
I don't think they're that good.
Right.
Jamie took Hoover. Jeff took Hoover. Anthony took Louisville. I'm taking Hoover.
Hoover.
I'm going to have to go with Hoover. I mean, I have family from there. Hoover, the only school to have a player that won Mr. Football twice in his high school career.
Is he on this team?
No, he actually his name was Eric Howard. He won in 07 and 08, and then he's actually in jail right now, and he'll be in jail for the next 35 years.
Coming at you on YSN Live.
But hey, I'm taking Hoover.
Well, good for him then. There's Mr. Football in prison.
Apparently, you don't want to be Mr.
Two-time Mr. Football.
Two-time Mr. Football in prison.
Look,
man.
Two-time Mr. Football can play for Mean Machine, but I'm still taking Hoover.
That seemed to work out for him, though, Romo.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't. Nah, we'll just
talk about TV lunches or TV dinners.
Yeah. 3 hots in a cot, baby. He's got him.
We're all going to get killed. All right. That's not a sweep. That's 2 people pick Louisville, correct?
Yep. You and Ann.
All right.
We got some good ones coming up now.
Poland and Hubbard. Romo, you want to talk through this one?
Big game tonight at Hubbard. I mean, I don't know if you can still call Poland Hubbard a rivalry. I mean, I would call it a rivalry. It just doesn't have as much steam as it used to.
Jeez.
Hubbard coming into this game 3-0. PC Caffey, 890 rushing yards in the first 3 games of the year. But it's going to be tough. Poland last year held Caffey to 18 carries for 73 yards. I believe that was the only time last year he was held under 100 yards. But it'll be a battle in the trenches for sure. I think both schools pretty much return the lines that they had last year. But Hubbard, they've improved so much this year. They've matured a lot. They were so young last year. I mean, Hubbard's quarterback, Nick Hendricks, last year he was thrown into the pile. Our first 2 quarterbacks on the depth chart got hurt, so he was a sophomore thrown into his first varsity action against Poland. Stuck with him in the first half, but Poland ran away with it in the second half. And then, like I said, Caffey Hubbard is going to be a player that's really going to have to play well tonight. And on Poland's side, I mean, Jack Fulton, Christian Colosimo. I mean, there's some studs over there. It's going to be a battle tonight for sure. It should be a packed house at Hubbard Memorial Stadium. Jamie and I are going to be on the call tonight. I'm going to take Hubbard.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I had to clarify that.
I mean, can you just chest up for a minute real quick?
Yeah, you got a shirt on and everything.
There you see. Okay, so, yeah, if you would have picked Poland, I think they would have had pitchforks and fire.
That's a Jamie move. I'm not doing that.
Has Jamie ever picked against Hubbard?
No.
No, but he picked against Springfield.
He picked against South Range, too.
Yeah. How'd that go for him?
All right, EB, who do you have in this one?
Yeah, I mean, Romo, you're kind of persuading me, and I picked against Caffey, week 1, and kind of had to eat my words. But there's little things that separate good from great, and I'm great, buddy. Give me Poland.
Oh my!
Wow.
Tonight's going to be a big game. Caffey, he's played in some big games this year, like that one against Mooney. There's a big crowd for that one. But I think if TC really performs well tonight, I think this will be a huge statement game for how people look at him around the Valley. I mean, he has the numbers up on the board so far this year, but I think if he can run great against a team like Poland, he'll really gain that respect.
Nugs.
Jamie took Beaver Local, so I can't pick against Hubbard. Give me the Eagles.
Billy.
Listen, I'm sick of Hubbard. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of them winning. I'm tired of it. There's a color to be feared tonight, and that color, just in general tonight, it's
what
green.
Is it, blue?
The color is green, and that man wears a green shirt under his jersey, double C for Poland. Poland gets the upset victory tonight. Don't do it.
I have to.
Don't do it.
Caffey's too good, Billy. Caffey's too good.
Don't do it.
Hubbard.
We have any room in that Ridge booth?
In the Ridge booth?
Yeah, we do. Sure.
I mean, Alec and Matt are the ones up there.
Do they have an extra headset?
I don't know if they do or not.
We got somebody that wants to hop on the broadcast because he's got no game tonight.
Hey, what? He's welcome to join Quinn and I in the booth. We'll bring that entertainment on.
We'll figure it out.
I took Hubbard. Jamie obviously took Hubbard. Jeff took Hubbard. Anthony took Poland. And if this game was at Poland, I probably would take Poland. But this game's at Hubbard, and this is going to be the second biggest game of the league for Hubbard. And if they win this one, it lines them up for the huge matchup in Week 10. So
people are already talking about it. Just can't overlook this game, though.
Yeah, I'm with you, Paul. I think in the same token that, if this game was at Poland, I would 100% take Poland. And it does line things up for Week 10. So give me Poland because Poland is pulling the upset tonight, setting up the biggest game in Week 5, Poland versus South Range, and we will be on location on Thursday night from Poland.
The green shirt? You can't bet against the green shirts tonight.
Listen, Christian Colosimo is like a pissed off bull right now.
He's back.
He is back, and when he meets TC in that hole, it's going to be like the Big Bang 2.0. It's going to leave somebody dinged up for the rest of the night. And listen, you would have to literally hold him down with an army for him not to play in this game tonight. He is. I know for a fact from reliable sources that my guy is a pissed off bull because he didn't get to play last week. He's coming out with a force. He's going to lead them on defense, and it's going to be a close game, but I really do believe that Poland has the chip on their shoulder here tonight, and they're going to play like it.
There's going to be some sore bodies tomorrow morning, that's for sure.
And listen, I hate saying this, but South Range has all the advantage because Poland's going to be sore going into Week 5. And who does Hubbard play next week?
Struthers. We play at Struthers.
Both teams playing tonight. South Range, and it's going to be a physical matchup there too. Don't get me wrong.
Well, according to Radar, South Range is going down tonight, so Struthers might be riding high into next week.
I mean, the NE8 is just fun to watch, man. Can we just all admit that it's just fun to watch? It's any given Friday.
I'd say this is the most competitive year so far for this still somewhat new league.
I would agree because I think everybody thought they were just going to walk over Jefferson, and that's not even a guarantee this week or this year.
You have South Range, obviously, Hubbard, Poland, Jefferson, Struthers, Gerard can score.
Struthers is the unknown right now. I think we're going to know a lot more about Struthers tonight after we see them play South Range. And I think that's true. There's going to be a lot of eyes on that game as well, I think.
That's the next game.
Sebring at Waterloo.
Who's starting off?
Jamie should. Not Jamie. Yeah, Romo. Romo, you picked against Sebring last week, right? You started off.
No, I picked for Sebring last week.
No, I don't think so.
I picked against him week 1, and then last week I picked with him.
Well, you're the Sebring heartbreaker. You tell Coach he doesn't have a game, then you pick against him in his first game. So let's just keep it rolling, bud.
Picked against him last week.
Huh?
Didn't Jamie pick against him last week?
Jamie's the only one that picked against him.
Yeah, it was Jamie. My fault.
Oh, yeah.
They're both the same person, though.
It's his partner. And you know what? His partner's a scumbag this week, too, because he took Waterloo.
See, we start with him again. We start with Jamie.
He took Waterloo.
Jamie took Waterloo.
Look,
at
there's
home.
the eyes.
I might have to too now. No, I'm kidding. I'm taking Sebring. Coach Seidel's going to win the game tonight. Company man, Sebring man, go Trojans.
Yeah. Just so you know, Waterloo is one of our teams too. So,
but I'm a fan of Coach Seidel.
All right. Well, Jeff and Anthony both took him as well. So, right now, Jamie's the only scumbag with Waterloo.
Well, we haven't went down the list yet.
Bill picked against Coach last week. But he won.
Yep. EB, start or not start. You can go.
This was one of Sebring's wins last week and probably the most interesting game that Quinn and I ever did and most confusing game that I've ever done.
That's still a situation.
Yeah. So I hope they figure that shit out. But, dude, give me Coach and the Trojans.
Nugs.
Sebring. Forgot I was muted for a second.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I got confidence in Coach. I mean, Waterloo, they're still bringing lawn chairs and stuff out there to, until their stadium gets finished. So it's still interesting out there. But I mean, Coach gets back on it. That Matthews loss the week or so ago is in the rearview mirror. So let's go, Coach. Bring it home.
Listen, it was a devastating loss last week, and we all know how Coach gets after. Yeah, put this. We'll just lean it over. So it was a devastating loss last week. I don't know if Coach is ready. Has his boys ready? I believe he does. This is a hard thing. I don't know if I can take Coach. I want to, but for the sake of Coach's well-being, I'm going to take the Trojans to sneak this one by.
Give me the Trojans.
I'm hopping on that bandwagon too. Give me Sebring. I think the Frederick boys have a night.
Yeah. Jamie's the only one. So, Romo, do you want to help your partner out and give him a howl?
I can call him and see if he answers and have him do it.
Yeah.
That'll be.
We're on to the next game.
On the Cincinnati.
That's fair enough.
South Range at Struthers. Eric and Kevin have this game. Who's Kevin?
Jason's.
Got it. Understood. South Range and Struthers. Let's go South Range. Simple.
Quinn.
South Range.
Billy.
The Raiders.
McNuggies there. McNuggies is back.
Whatever team has a team name of the Raiders.
Romo.
Las Vegas.
South Range.
EB.
Wildcats, I'm not sold on, man. Give me the Raiders.
I thought he was going to pick Steelers.
Nope.
Well,
No.
Jamie, myself, Anthony, and Jeff. Call me Jeff Bezos. That's a sweep.
It's just business, baby.
All right. Springfield at Louisville. Billy and Quinn. These guys up in the top. They got it. Who you thinking?
Springfield.
Yeah. Springfield. Bo knows. I won't pick Springfield.
That was interesting. Paul?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a great game. Louisville's at home, and this is the game that I mean everybody's been talking about to see these two powerhouse quarterbacks go at each other. I just think the experience right now with Springfield is just a little too much for them, even though they're going to be on the road against Louisville. I think Springfield's going to pull this one out.
Nugs.
Man, Brungard versus Bologna is going to be a great matchup, but I'm going to take Springfield to win the game.
The ultimate swerve.
The ultimate swerve. I almost picked the team.
Coach Seidel comes in with the Money in the Bank briefcase after they're both knocked out. Let's go, Romo.
I'll take Springfield. Bo's fresh off of that Youngstown State commitment. I'll take the Tigers.
EB?
Yeah, big day for Bo. Gets even bigger tonight. And, dude, last week was the first time I got to see him live, and totally he's on a different level. I don't think Louisville has anyone that can tackle him, honestly. Springfield, hands down.
Is it sweep right now?
If you call it.
It's a sweep. Vinny's day is coming. Banofsky's day is coming. It is not today. Tigers are back on track.
Jeff got that broom working.
Ursuline at Austin Town Fitch. Well, boys. This is where the separator comes to us. The Irish, the Falcons. EB, lead us off.
I have no idea on this one. I've actually thought about this one all day, and it's like I said yesterday. This might turn into another high scoring game. Look, I wouldn't pick against Ursuline except for maybe today. Give me Austin Town.
Swerve it.
Yeah, these are definitely two of the best teams in the area, so it's going to be a great matchup tonight. I think both teams can make great playoff runs this year. But, I mean, I was 50-50 with this because Ursuline, I mean, they have some momentum coming into this game. I mean, they almost came back from being down 33-0 to Chardon, and Fitch didn't play last week. But I'm going to go with the Falcons tonight. I think Devin Sherwood against Brady Shannon. That's one of the best quarterback matchups of the year.
Billy's writing
But
this
I'm going
down,
to take the Falcons.
Writing this down.
It's okay. Billy didn't pick Hubbard, so what do I care?
He just made the list.
Cool.
Are you writing on our sponsor sheets?
They're not a sponsor no more.
That's a good point.
Man, hey, Ursuline's been great to start the season. Very impressive last week. I mean, going down 33-0 to Chardon, making that a great football game. But I'm going to take Fitch this week. If Fitch gets a lead like that, they are not letting it up.
He's literally writing names down on the list.
Well, he can add Jamie's. He can add Jamie's name to that list because he took Fitch. His boy Jeff is going to go with the green. Anthony is going with the green. And I'll say one thing is you're never going to see me put up the U. So
I think Paul was going to be on that list.
Whoa. That was disrespectful. You want to be on a list too? You want to get on, jump on this screen here? Go ahead. You go first. Right on this damn list.
What do you got, Quinn?
My Twitter's going to be banging tonight. All right.
No, I'll lay it out there really simple. I thought about it for 30 seconds and it was simple. It's Ursuline. 100% it's Ursuline.
Yeah, it's
they're too good. Their offense is too good, and it's Ursuline.
Yeah, I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, I don't even know what's going on right now with this computer, but without a shadow of a doubt, it is the U tonight. Okay, they played a really good football team last night. Fitz didn't play anybody. They've been sitting there just watching football and watching tape. The U is going to win this game tonight. They need to win this game, and this game is going to carry them into the playoffs, and they could split the rest of the season out. Won't matter.
Let's go! That's in honor of my buddy Jeff Bezos right there.
He just made the list.
Get that sponsor off of my damn camera. Let's go. Warren JFK at Conneaut, traveling to Pennsylvania. I'm going to go JFK bounces back.
You're not allowed to bet on high school football games.
Quinn, would you like to go? Some people have to go to games. Like
JFK.
Kennedy.
Paul?
Jamie, JFK, Jeff, JFK, Anthony, and myself are all going to take JFK.
JFK is the YSN school, so I'll take JFK.
That a boy.
I'll take JFK because they're the better team.
That a boy.
Yeah, even if JFK wasn't a YSN school, I'd take JFK.
That a boy. Wellsville at Columbiana. EB, you got this one.
Yeah, tough one. I mean, there's not much to go off of Wellsville with right now, but you know, I guess the bright spot is they held Wellsville to 33 points last week. But they're run heavy. They can't really throw the ball too much right now. New quarterback, and I believe they were missing someone last week, Greathouse, which I'm not sure if he's playing this week or not. You know, Columbiana got smacked around a little bit up at Wellington, but we really don't know anything about Wellington. And they're a bunch of young kids, and they're still figuring some things out. But this one, with it being at home, big weekend for Columbiana because it's the street fair and everyone and their brother comes back to this place and everything else. So it's like a homecoming, and there's just a different energy. Give me the Clippers.
I'll take Columbiana as well.
Nuggies.
Columbiana.
Well, everybody I have for picks, Jamie, Jeff, Anthony, they all took Wellsville. And I like the Clippers being at home and Wellsville kind of being a little shaky. So, Quinn?
Wellsville, sure.
Times two. Wellsville. DJ going to Clippers.
You just picked Wellsville because he's on your list.
He is on my list.
DJ took Columbiana?
Yep.
He did.
Yep.
All right. Next game, Western Reserve at Jackson Milton. We won't have this game on the network, but it is two of our teams. Anthony took Western Reserve, so did Jamie, and Jeff took Jackson Milton. So, Quinn, who do you got?
Give me Western Reserve.
Yeah, Western Reserve.
This guy really wants into that Mineral Ridge game.
I'm going to take Western Reserve as well. Mike?
I'm not going to leave Jeff stranded. Give me Jackson Milton.
Wow. Romo?
Western Reserve.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get Reserve too.
Yoke?
Reserve.
Last game, tomorrow's game. Alec and Matt have this one as well. So, Lindsley, West Virginia coming to town to take on Cardinal Mooney at Mineral Ridge. DJ's going to start us off. He's got Mooney. Quinn?
Give me Lindsley.
Yeah, give me Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Whatever they're called. Doesn't matter. West Virginia.
Just remember, Kate, cookies. Remember who's picking
Country Road.
This is tough. I mean, for myself, I think Mooney's going to try to get things back on track. Things are shaking out over there with them. But boy, I don't know much about Lindsley, but maybe them country boys come up here and take care of business. So, yeah, I'm going Lindsley. Mike?
I mean, that's not even a hike for Lindsley. They're taking a charter bus at that point. That's a drive. I'm going to take Cardinal Mooney. I think that this is a big win for the Cardinals.
I'll take Lindsley.
Yeah, looking at Lindsley's schedule, dude. 0-3 Martins Ferry, 0-1 Fairmont Senior, wherever the hell that's at. The best thing about West Virginia is what John Denver sings. So give me Mooney.
Let's go, EB.
Give me Mooney too.
Let's go. Here we go.
Wow, you can't wait for EB to make a pick and then switch your pick. That's crazy.
Well,
sorry,
I'm switching mine as well because
that's all I had to hear.
The breakdown of the teams. I mean, Mooney's played some better teams than that. So, Quinn and Billy, you're the only two on Lindsley. You guys going to keep it that way?
Get back on the Mooney train, boys. Let's go.
Country Road.
What did Quinn say?
What were West Virginia?
Both taking the West Virginia school, huh?
Yes.
Quinn doesn't even know what we're saying right now. So
No.
I know what you're saying. I just can't see you.
Oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're saying.
I'm not changing my pick.
Not changing his pick. That's going to conclude it, is it not?
That is all of our games.
Put a wrap on it. Put a tie on it. Where is this damn man? We gotta fix this, Quinn, because this is a lot of stuff in this. Hang on. Joe Dickey Electric, what's your spark? Presented by Joe Dickey Electric. Visit them today, DickeyElectric.com. What's your spark, EB?
Dude, Spark, it's just been a good week. Like, weather's been great. Going to be a great night for football. So, really, all in all, nothing to complain about.
Are you going to get a funnel cake?
No, but I did get a bunch of food last night, which I'll probably regret. But maybe a funnel cake, maybe an elf ear. Not sure yet.
There you go, Mr. Romo.
My spark tonight is just the football games tonight. It's going to be a great night all around the valley for football. Starting to get football weather. It's starting to turn into that. I think I'm going to have to wear a long sleeve tonight for the game. But, yeah, just happy. Happy day today.
Make sure you check out Storm Tracker 21 for your up-to-date temperatures and forecast for game time. McNuggies.
My spark is the game that I get to do tonight, probably the game of the week on the network. Beaver Local hosts East Liverpool. Pre-game is going on at 6:20. It's a little bit earlier this week. Huge game. I cannot wait. This is the most hype I've been to call a game here on YSN, so I can't wait.
Love it. Mr. Paul Munson.
Yeah, mine's a positive spark. It's the end of the week, and had a good week. It was my birthday week, so get to drive to Wyndham tonight, see them beat the snot out of Akron St. John, and that's about it. That's all I'm excited for.
Don't you get to call the game from the roof? Yeah.
No, I'm in the press box as of right now, so we'll see. Jeff got a little nicer to me.
Well, he's the godfather of your children, so I would hope that he's gonna make you an offer. You're gonna refuse.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Who wants to go first?
I got a positive spark. Tomorrow's my parents' 33rd anniversary. So happy anniversary to you two.
Negative spark. Romo, EB, Miguel, Jamie, Paul, and Mr.
now?
DJ Yoakley. You guys have all made the list, and make sure you guys keep your phones handy about 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight.
Who the hell did Nuggets get like Spanish?
Hey,
Miguel?
just
Dude, that's my
remember,
name in
pal.
Spanish.
Mac, what if it's the other way around, though?
Yeah, the phones work two ways, baby.
Well, if that doesn't happen in my world.
We saw what happened on
New
Facebook
phone,
last
who
night.
dis?
We saw what happened on Facebook last night. My spark, again, I kind of alluded to it yesterday. Talked about it yesterday. I hate to double down, but I had some time to think this morning. I was doing some running around. You know, when we started this thing, YSN, with 4 schools, it was fun, right? It was just kind of a hobby. It was something we really hoped work. And now we sit here with 49 schools. We have 21 games tonight. We got 1 game tomorrow. Some games getting canceled, some COVID situations that's out of our control. And I sit back and I get to say, yes, you know, is my face on it? Yes. But you guys have done so unbelievably well at adopting what we're trying to do here. And it's all about the kids, the programs, the schools. I can't thank you enough. And everybody can't thank you enough. Some of the messages that we get on a daily basis about, you know, what YSN means to them, if they're housed up with COVID or an illness or they're on their deathbed, and the only way that they can see their kid or their grandkid or their nephew or niece play is YSN. This is why we do it. And it's guys like you, and let me click out of this real quick, guys like you that make it all possible. And I'm so grateful. Brian and I are both just eternally grateful to you guys for doing what you do on a nightly basis. And not only doing it, but doing it well, and do it because you love the sport. You love these the kids, the schools, everything. So thank you guys for what you do. It means the world to us. I hope it means the world to you to be able to represent our company in these schools at the same time. So thank you very much. You're the best in the world at what you do. Just like that. So that is going to do it for our show today. Appreciate you guys. Paul, get the hell out of here. We'll see you at Wyndham. And all the shows, don't forget, Audible Call kicking off tonight. I will be the gunner. I'll see you there, baby. Me and Mike Ackelson, 6:55 right here on YSN. Games kick off at 7. McNuggies at 6:20. So you got literally in a couple minutes, you can watch some football anywhere on the network. We'll see you then. Until next time, good luck to all the teams tonight, and we'll see you on Monday with recap of everything that goes down. See you, everybody. Bye.